Today the sun is shining. Well, I am in shadow here, but the sun is out and the weather is so pleasant. It is so good. I'm walking in one t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, and it is so good. What is the temperature? I don't know, something like 23 degrees maybe? Don't know, but good. And after all the Irish weather, it feels so good. And even after the Moldovan and Ukrainian weather, which is already well into autumn, here it feels so good. I actually met a girl from England who cycled with bicycle all the way to Georgia from England, and after that she decided, I think I can go there, will be a bit more straight, and she decided to stay for 3 more years in Georgia, and now she's almost like local. She speaks in Georgian, and she was saying, you chose the best possible time to come to Georgia. It's perfect weather, it's not too hot, too cold, and I can absolutely agree. And I met also a guy from Novosibirsk in Russia, in Siberia's biggest city, Novosibirsk. And he was so happy as well. He just said he works online as well, like me, and he decided that he would overwinter here. He doesn't know where he will go afterwards. He's looking for a flat, for apartment to rent here, and he will spend the winter here, and he's so happy. He had this thick, really heavy coat, like Russian winter coat, and the thick scarf. I haven't seen such thick scarf for I don't know how many years. and the hat and everything, and it was all hanging in the side, and he had no need for it. And he was so happy. He said that in Novosibirsk, it's mid-October, by the way, whenever you watch it, this happened in mid-October, and he said in Novosibirsk it's already below 0 temperatures and snow and everything. And here is so good. You just have to experience it, guys, to believe how good it feels to be in the time when you should be suffering from the bad weather, in that part of the year when you should be suffering from the bad weather, and it's so good. Life is good, people. Life is good. And if it's not good where you are, please do move. You are not a tree, you don't have any roots. You can move to a place where it is amazing good, where the fruit are tasty, not like a plastic tasting which you can buy in Irish supermarkets. And these fruits cost only cents, and everything else is tasty, and people are kind, and weather is nice, and everything is cheap, and life is good, dear people. What can I say? I just bought some food and I ate, but I deliberately didn't buy anything to drink because I was thinking to find this thing, and I did find it. Life is good. Who can tell me the life is not good? Actually, it's quite warm, and obviously the water isn't that cold as well yet. And I can imagine it shouldn't be that cold yet. People are actually swimming. Well, not too many of them, but some. Life is good. I did some work in the morning. I have some rest and exploration now. And I'll do another stretch of work for the afternoon, late afternoon and evening. And you know, the more trouble and problems you have at work, the happier are these moments when you can go outside, and outside is something so nice. Sunshine, warm weather, sea. It's so much better. Like I could have the same amount of troubles, work-related troubles, as I have now in Ireland, but it would feel terribly depressing. Here, you know, life is still good. It really is. Not without issues, not without problems, but in general, it's so good. These kind of travels not only help me to save money by being in cheaper places than I would spend if I would be in Ireland, but these kind of travels also help me psychologically big time as well. I would still press on and get things done and get through the bad times no matter what, but it would be a terrible, difficult struggle. Now I'm doing the same job, the same amount of job, but it's happening with ease. And in general I feel terribly well. Really well. Life is so good. I'm so grateful for being able to be here. It helps so much, especially when you fight all kind of troubles which COVID and government regulations throw at you when you're doing some business. Sitting here, these troubles doesn't seem like troubles anymore. And I'm still doing the thing. It's not that I have been running away and being irresponsible and just forgetting everything. No, I'm doing it more efficiently than I would do it if sitting in my mouldy flat in Ireland in terrible wet, humid weather, freezing and shivering. It's so good, dear people. I am so grateful. How can you not be grateful having such a life? And you know what? I'm wondering why so many people are suffering when they could just choose something better. Like I could choose suffering as well at this situation. But it's so easy actually to go somewhere nice. And it's not expensive. It's cheaper than if I would be in Ireland. Seriously. Everything is cheaper. Even including the air tickets, which are cheap as well. The most expensive thing was to get a bus ticket to airport. Everything else from there on is cheap. Oh, dear people, can I encourage you and inspire you somehow? Just go somewhere nice. Of course, if you have a work which can be done online, otherwise it's difficult. But if you have the difficult situation, maybe you can find a work online. In this day and age, especially with all the COVID stupidity, it's very possible to find a place which could hire you and work from online. Especially if you can get American or Western European salary for this job, and live in a place like Georgia or Ukraine or Kazakhstan or India or other places where life costs only cents, you could live like a king, even if you get the lowest salary of everybody in your workplace. And life is so good. Yeah. I'll sit here a little bit more, enjoy the sunshine and peace and quiet of the sea, and I'll continue. And we'll meet you there. I'll meet you there.